I'm not even the same stratosphere as him, but I'm trying to get there. He's somebody that aspire to be like a lot of the things that I try to implement early on, and I try to improve on each year. Things that I learned from him. I'm not there yet, but I'm continually growing every day and getting better.
Adrian, just talk about when you come into a situation like this. Obviously, the issues with the offensive line last season were well documented, but as Bill was just talking about, it's about a clean slate. How do you come in here and evaluate what you saw last year, but yet have that open mind and how you evaluate the players?
I'm just looking at those guys, what they do, and not what they did, but what they can do. It's what have you done for me lately? Everybody gets better every single year, and it's just how can they help us, and in what way, what combination. There's a foundation set here. Not everything is bad. There's some good things to build on, some positive things, and just hopefully we can do that, sooner than later.
You guys obviously have the draft coming up, so you'll have some new players in here. But as far as looking at the run schemes that best fit the talent that you have available to you now, I mean, there was an attempted pivot to go big, heavy outside zone, and they kind of pulled back late in the year to go more man blocked. Do you have a sense of what you want your run game to look like and what best fits your talent?
Ultimately, I'm not making decisions. I have some input, as we all do, and just whatever the decision is amongst the group, then that's how we're going to roll. Whenever
that decision is made, is that something that's largely happened already, or there's still conversations to be had leading up to like minicamp?
I'm not going to get into all that, but
okay,
everything's a work in progress.
Okay.
Billy was just talking about the fact that yesterday was the first day, I guess, with the players.
Yes.
And he said everything starts fresh.
Yes.
And it's from here going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked back a little bit, though, at tape of what these players were, to have an idea in your mind, what you want to see from them as you install what you want to do going forward?
Yes, and everybody's more than capable of doing it. It's just a matter of implementing the system, and technique-wise, it's not going to be much different than what Scar was doing the first time around, because that's what I learned from him, and obviously he's the best to ever do it. So I'm not in that, in that category yet, but those are things that I have a strong belief in, and I like to implement with our guys and just teach them every day and just fine-tune those things and build upon. So there's some, like I said before, there's some positive things that were here last year, and want to continually build on that each and every day and just build upon that foundation and make it stronger.
Are you the type of coach when dealing with the offensive line, and I don't mean to be trivial when I say this, that 2 and 2 has to make 4? Fundamentally, that's the first thing you do, and then you build the foundation fundamentally with the offensive line because it's so important to a plethora of things in terms of the football team.
No doubt. Fundamentals, not just that, but the culture, and just a certain level of physicality. I think they all go hand in hand, but you need to have a certain level of fundamentals, especially the way we do things here, or the way that Coach Belichick does things here. That's the foundation of it all. It's just you play within the system and you give your all each and every day.
And finally for me, last year, there were a lot of penalties on the offensive line. It seemed every game there was at least 1 or 2 false starts or holding or something. Is that a big thing you can teach players in terms of avoiding penalties?
This is everywhere I've been to try to, focus on that. It goes back to level of focus, and obviously there's different things that can affect that. But regardless of who it is, what position it is, that's always something that you try to control, especially if it's pre-snap penalty. So that's something that I don't know if I put a focus on, but just more of a focus on just mental toughness and just attention to detail.
We even got
to take care of itself.
Got to talk to Riley or Calvin. They're obviously new here. What did you see from them before they signed, and then anything you've talked to or seen from them since?
Quality players, I think they contribute, and just good people, and just contribute on and off the field. And have certain intangibles that we look for, and just excited to work with them.
Adrian, go ahead, Dakota.
I was just going to say, what has stood out to you then about Cole Strange based on what he watched from him from last year and any time you spent with him so far?
Without going into details, the guy that gives tremendous effort and just super athletic, and he cares, and it's important to him. I'm excited to work with him, and I'm excited to see, based off things I've seen on film.
How much is Bill the same guy that you last knew in like 05, whenever it is?
The same guy. He's real consistent, yeah. So, which is a good thing. So that's one of the reasons why I came back here. Excited and eager to learn.
Just to kind of piggyback off of that, how cool is it for you, being one of the first draft picks of the Belichick era, how cool is it for you to come back now as a product of Scar to coach on this staff, coach the offensive line? I mean, I would think that's got to be kind of a full circle moment for you.
Yeah, as I said before, it was a very humbling experience. It wasn't really much I put into it as a no-brainer for me. And like I said, it changed my life tremendously in terms of my career and things I was able to do for my family, and just it's an opportunity for me to come back and give back in some way, to a place that's been very impactful for me.
Anything else people should know about Adrian Klemm coming back? How you changed the last 18 whatever years?
Just older, a little grayer, and about 40 pounds heavier. I don't know if any of those are positives.
Heavier than your playing days.
Yeah, I need to get myself together.
Billy just said that he was 20 pounds overweight. So, hey, just quick, just in general, is every player coachable?
Yeah, no doubt. Some people are a little more difficult than others, but I think so. It's just about reaching them.